Hi guys, this is Robert Clark from OmniTechNews.net. First of all, I would like to apologize for my you know, all of these little P's and the S's and the P's and the P's, you can hear them. Anyway, I'm getting a pop filter which will stop all of these for future reviews, so just bear with me in this review. I'll try and keep it down as much as possible, but a fix is coming. So today we are actually going to be reviewing an application called Steam. Now, if you haven't heard of Steam, or if you probably have, if you're a PC gamer or a gamer of any type who likes to game for Windows or Mac, which is coming soon, by the way. What Steam is, it allows you to download games with paid games, not free games, paid games, DLC, and get achievements, and have a community aspect as well. And they do deals and everything like that. But let's get into this review. We're gonna do the 4 segments of this review, which is the game store, library interface, the news for game news, and the community aspect of Steam. So let's start off with the store. So first of all, there are all the games you want on Steam. I can guarantee all the newest games, bestsellers, Modern Warfare 2, Left 4 Dead 2. What else we got? Splinter Cell, Conviction, Counter-Strike, Rockstar, GTA. You'll find all the new games are coming to Steam, which is really awesome. And I think that's a really great bonus of Steam. There are lots of older games, but not all of them. Steam hasn't actually partnered with Microsoft Game Studios yet, so we haven't got any of the Halo games or any of the Microsoft Studio games yet. But the community, the game libraries you can download just are ever expanding, and looking forward to seeing more games coming to Steam, some of the older games, but right now they do have a good supply of old games for mostly pretty much all the top games that you'd find, sort of all the really sort of top old games basically. Anyway, they've got all the great games. I'd like to mention they also do DLC, very good DLC. You can get the Stimulus Pack from Modern Warfare 2. I know there's some Killing Floor DLC. There's lots of DLC you can get, and you can actually find a whole section for DLC. I know they've got the Borderlands DLC and the Alien vs. Predator DLC, which is cool. You can also give games, share the games. You can also buy merchandise, which is pretty cool. And one of the great features, they do lots of sales, so you won't need to be worrying about paying full price on a lot of games, because as you can see, just on the very front page, you've got 10% on some of these. They recently did a deal on the Rockstar Collection, and they do sales in the holidays, so watch out for any sales they do, because they do some killer sales at some point. I know I've got GTA for $7, the newest one, GTA 4. So the store is a very good part of Steam, and it's got all the games that you want, so you won't need to be worrying about about that. Next thing is your game library. You can view all your games in this beautiful grid view, which is my favorite. You can see little icons for all the games that you have, and you can hover over them to see the details of that game and the friends who have the games and the achievements. We'll get to achievements later, but you can view them in all kinds of different views, like the status, the score, last played, your favorites, all the games you can view very, very nice way. And it's very seamless. This is actually the newest version of Steam, which includes all these new graphics details, so make sure you upgrade if you're using an older version of Steam. And so you can also look at your media, your tools, your downloads. You've got a very good download tool which you can use. One of the big issues I find with a lot of games is they take a long time to download, and I know that can be a problem with like 10 gigabyte games like GTA. I know some people who don't have the best internet connection have a hard time downloading the full games. So the game library is set up very well. I applaud Steam because they've done a good job on the graphical representation of all the games. You've got little icons for all the games. You can actually add games that you haven't got on Steam, which is a good feature, like add a non-Steam game, and you can find the program, and you won't have a full icon, but it will show up in your game library, so you won't need to worry about any of that. Next part of Steam is the news factor. A lot of you guys are interested in the new features in games and updates. Steam does a good job of having the ability to make your own custom news sources, looking at all the new specific game developer news for the official blogs and stuff like that. They do a great job of keeping that all up to date, and you can view the archives, search through, and basically all that you'd expect for a good news client for games. The last part of Steam that we're going to be looking at today is community. There really is a great thing on Steam, which is the community aspect. You can get achievements, you can have friends, you can join groups, all of that like you could do on something like Xbox Live. I find another great feature of Steam is that you can actually have achievements in games. For example, if I go to my profile and look at a game called Killing Floor, a great game by the way, zombie shoot 'em up, you can see that you can get achievements just like on Xbox Live or the PlayStation Network. You don't have game score or anything like that, but you can track your achievements and compare it to the world's achievements, like everyone else in the world, how many percent of the world has unlocked certain achievements, which is just really cool feature of Steam, and definitely adds a more competitive edge to games. And it's something that I'd really like to see happen to just games in general without having to use Steam. So the community aspect of Steam is really great, definitely just puts the icing on the cake for Steam in general. And overall, Steam is just the best PC and Mac now client out there. You can download your favorite games, hook up with it and install it so you can play it offline, view all your news for your favorite games, and track all your friends' achievements and status on all the games that they've played and all the games that you've played. Quick thing I'd like to mention though, that I'd like to see happen in the future is offline achievements and offline game tracking. As you can see here, the time that I've played these games, this is not the time I've been playing offline as well, and I'd definitely like to see that come to a fewer version, but that's probably the only downside I've found Steam so far. So, but the bottom line is, if you own a PC or Mac, which will be coming soon, definitely get Steam. It's a no-brainer type thing. One of those applications that's almost necessite for gamers that play on the PC. So this has been Robert Clark from OmniTechNews.net reviewing the Steam social gaming software.